Welcome. It is Untitled Chapo. Friends call me Chop, and I'm back. And this right here is Chop Logic, the show where we have many guests from many different walks of life. We give them a quick interview, and we see what they really know about what they know, if they know what they know, what they know it. I don't even know what that meant. Today we have a wonderful guest, special guest in the building today. We have Veronica, Ronnie. Welcome. First of all, thank you so much for coming onto the show today. I really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So how about you just tell the people what you're here for today? You know what I mean? I'm gonna let you host it. You know, take it away.
Me host? Oh, okay. Well, basically just explain what I do in the spiritual department, just working with energies and stuff like that. So I do a lot. I do tarot, have a YouTube channel, almost there with TikTok. And I am an entrepreneur, especially I create my own oracle decks. I'm very international with that one. And I do Access Bars Consciousness.
Access Bars Consciousness. Mm-hmm. So for the people who don't know what that is, what exactly is that?
Okay, so what that does is, when like your phone or computer, it's too full of storage, basically I reset the subconsciousness by basically drawing out the energies from 32 pressure points from your cranium, and I release those energies out through me. And so, when you reset, you're able to put new things into it. Because sometimes we have such an overload with society, feeling like we can't do things or we're less than what we are, but little do you know that's just a point of view. You think that, but why can't you think something else? And that's usually because we're so overloaded by the things around us, and it impacts our insides.
Yeah.
So that's mainly what I do. I just release that energy. It can take some time, usually about an hour, but usually depend on each bar. But it does send movements. And then when worst case scenario, you feel like you have a full body massage. Best case scenario, you just wake up new.
So, all right. So with the whole process of just doing it, like just how is it set up? You have someone on the table.
I can.
Or just sitting down, standing up.
Basically laying down. You could just be on the bed or on the couch. I do have my massage table and in my car always at all times, and my pillows that I charge with my crystals. I have a money pillow, a love pillow. It doesn't have to be always romantic. It could be self-love, compassion, because sometimes we forget to give to ourselves, and we always give to other people. And then I said the money pillow, and then the universe pillow. So some people, they just want to connect. They just want to see, like, what do they need to do, what they need to think, or what really belongs or don't belong. Really just communicating, like, to the universe what it is. So I always charge my crystals, set every intention, and I let whoever I have decide what do they feel for right now.
Okay, I dig that. You know what I'm saying? I keep a crystal on me, you know what I'm saying? The rose quartz, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, typical.
Yeah, I got the crystals in the back. I burn Palo Santo all through the house every Friday, just to, keep it spiritual, nice and mellow. You know what I mean? So just what brought you into that? Like, what made you just get into being more spiritual, just overall?
Well, I've always been on more towards my spiritual journey for like a few years, but it started mainly with tarot. I went through something very traumatic, and then it just, through my grieving process, tarot helped me, and I was just watching a lot of YouTube videos with tarot because it kept me comfort. And with that, I just got a spark in my idea. They said, why not you just try tarot? And I'm like, learn 78 cards? No, why would I do that? That's a lot. But ended up doing it, went to Books A Million, bought some cards, tried it out. Also, I didn't get the traditional tarot deck. I got like a mermaid tarot deck. And then I actually did my own research on the tarot cards and the meanings, like what can it mean in love? What can it mean in business or money? Or just personal daily life, and I just made my own notes and then started doing that. Then after that, it said in my head, why not make a YouTube channel? I'm like, nobody wants to hear me talk or whatever. So that's me, points of view. I'm creating these points of views. And that's another thing with access bars, it can also uncreate. So I had to really uncreate those points of views of what I thought of myself until I actually tried it, because how will you know? You haven't even tried yet. So tried it, monetized within the year with 2021, and then nice. I started also hearing another thing, oracle decks. why not make oracle decks? You always have a lot to say. You always have a lot to give, advice and everything. Where can it go? And I'm like, that sounds like a lot on the work. I don't know where to start. But then, you know, I just got creative. You got to have fun with it. You have to really play for pleasure. And, you know, and for satisfaction, because it brings up that inner child. Just try stuff. So I contacted Instagram artists, see if they can create what I'm looking for, draft it out, and then it just started happening. Then I started having more international orders over there. Some here in the U.S., of course, but some in international as well. And then I just started growing, expanding, cultivating, doing tarot. And then after that, my spiritual therapist, she was also saying, why not just try access bars as well? And it seemed like it was a lot. I never heard of it. It's like Reiki, but Reiki's like Pepto-Bismol compared to access bars. Because it really
I'm sorry, what? Say that last part again.
Reiki is like Pepto-Bismol compared to access bars. That's what my other guru said to it too. And I'm like, huh? But when I tried it, I understood it. Because also when you run bars on other people, I run it on myself as well.
Okay.
So it's very intense because I'm actually pulling energy. I'm pulling all of that through me, my vessel, to let it go out. And then, of course, I have to cleanse myself, ground myself, have my own little rituals. But it is more intense because I'm resetting your whole subconscious.
Yeah, for sure. I get that. You know, so I'm definitely been a firm believer in just like creating your own reality in a lot of respects. You know, I've been in negative situations that got more negative just mainly because of my mentality and just how I think and just the energy that I brought about it. You know what I mean? So it's just really nice to see that you're able to just not only recharge other people's energies, clear it of any negativity, but then, you know, do the same for yourself as well. You know?
It's discipline. I'm not going to lie. I had some moments where when I didn't, because when it comes to doing also energy work in general, you really have to up your self-care.
Yeah.
And when you don't take care of yourself, you just start being a whole nother person.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you also are taking on other people's shit.
Energy, yeah.
Yeah, so it does feel, I don't know, I'm sorry. Are you supposed to shit? But yeah.
Yeah, we can cuss. Fuck, shit. Damn. Motherfucker. Nigga.
But right now, because it's like you start getting moody and snappy for no reason, and you know, like, when you have discernment, you know, like, hey, this isn't me, but why am I acting this way? Why am I acting up?
Right.
But also, I know I can also recharge people just by being present in who I am because of not only self-awareness, but also my body design. I'm a generator, and I cultivate from my solar. I have other generator friends, but they cultivate from their sacral. That body design, I'll show you the link. It really shows you how you particularly manifest things into you.
Yeah, I don't see. I'm with you, but then you was like right there when you. So how do you know the difference?
Between these,
just pulling it from your sacral versus pulling it from.
Oh, sacral. That's the orange near the genitals area. That's about the pleasure, the excitement, the emotion. Solar is about the willpower, your confidence to do something. So even if other parts of me is shitty, it's like I'm still very persevering. I still have the willpower, even if things are just coming at me left and right. I'm like, you know, I still got to do this. Still got to do it. Even though right now, this current situation, even though, you know, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. It's like right now in this moment, this present moment, it sucks. But doesn't mean I still can't keep going. So that's where you make a choice. You have to really be present with it.
Nah, no doubt. I feel that. You know, so what do you consider like some of your biggest influences or mentors in just this spiritual journey that you've been on?
Sometimes I watch Sadhguru. Who doesn't? Sometimes when it comes to the entrepreneur stuff, Gary V. Love him. And mainly, really just it. And then just really the people around me, just the influences, because I take note of people's journeys, of, you know, their points of view, their thought processes, who they were at this point, who are they now, who they're striving to be, because influence is everywhere.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
Definitely. So just in terms of like, all right, I don't know why I want to bring this up, but I don't know if you remember Avatar: The Last Airbender.
That's the name of that's why my YouTube is the way it is. I call myself Oracle Mystique, the Avatar High Priestess.
Yeah, because I was gonna say it was that one girl who was doing like She was hitting them in the nerve, and they was like hitting them with the numb. Like,
Oh, I know who you're talking about. All the pressure points and all that stuff.
Yeah, and even then, like with Avatar, like a lot of that, I learned about chakras through Avatar. I don't know if you can look up the clip on YouTube, but like when he went to that temple, when they went to Ba Sing Se, I don't want to go into the whole details of Avatar if you haven't watched it by now. It's been out for like 20 years. But,
I love that show. So it was like, when he had to really master all the elements, which was really mastering all the chakras. And he was basically saying like what it always meant, even though technically there's 114
yeah,
chakras,
but it's like broken down into like seven just for the sake of our brains. But it was just crazy because it was like, as a kid, I'm like, dang, this was deep. You know what I mean? Like when the guru was talking to Aang, he was like, man, you must let go of these worldly things. Yeah,
detachment is the root of all suffering. And then, because that's the thing with, I don't know if you know this term, aparigraha. So basically, it's about non-attachment. Whatever comes, comes. Whatever goes, goes. Things like we can't possess them because eventually we're gonna go. It's like, you know how rich people, it's like, you really can't take all this shit, rich you.
Nah, for real.
Because I'm like, once you're gone, you're gone. So just enjoy the simple things. Enjoy the now. Be grateful for the now. Be grateful for the experiences, whether in love or that job.
Yeah, you know.
So cute. Or like the people, the friends that you have that may not be friends for a while, but you know, some people come for a season though, but enjoy it and be grateful for the experience, because when it's time to let them go, you let them go. The ego wants you to be possessive over things. But
yeah, for sure. You know, and the ego can take over. You know, just take over a lot of aspects of your life.
Yeah, that's why people have to go to ego death, but I don't really see it as ego death. I feel like it's just really balancing out the ego. Although death can mean transformation, but it's just really just resetting that. Because the ego, we need the ego for our confidence, all that, and awareness. But at the same time, it's other parts of us can take over and cloud the ego's judgment.
I feel that, you know what I'm saying? Definitely. Just so in terms of just like a day to day, like what does your usual day look like in your spiritual walk? Do you do any certain practices? You know, is there anything different when you're doing the access bar consciousness?
Well, for like my mornings, how I wake up, I go outside, I ground, I just really talk to myself outside or just breathe. Just being mainly in a meditative state. Meditation isn't always just sitting down and being like, it's just really being aware, breathing exercises, seeing what my body needs today. Do I need to stretch? Do I need to do certain yoga poses? Do I need to go to the gym? Or do I just need to be still? And then branch out what I'm going to do for my day today, what needs to be done. And then really just move forward with it, because sometimes I get appointments with tarot, I get appointments with access bars, or I get some news about, because I kind of do a lot, especially I just became an ambassador for Celestial Goodies.
Okay, turn up.
So
congratulations.
Yeah, basically that's just hair removal, like natural hair removal, and they just launched it. And
I seen you on Instagram doing it. I didn't want to ask about it, but y'all was like in the wilderness, putting green paste on random parts of your body.
I mean,
I'll just leave it at that.
I mean, whatever. But I mean, it's holistic, it's natural, and you just really put it on you for men and women, and it just removes that hair. And also because it's clay and it has other additives in it, it also removes heavy metals and toxins, and also evens out your skin tone. It has a lot of health benefits towards it. So yeah, also an ambassador for that. And then all just by divine feminines right there into the spirituality business as well. So
I feel that. You know what I'm saying? So just like, what was some of the biggest challenges that you faced in this journey that you had? Like hardships, or just, you know, maybe like a switch and just, I don't know, how you live your life, or just, you know, practices, or...
Hardest things were realizing I had to transition and let people go. Even though it's like there's no bad blood or beef, it's just when I feel myself changing or I feel myself shifting, I feel like I'm not as close to people as I once was. Like before, I didn't mind, we just smoke weed or we drink a lot and everything. And nowadays, as I shifted and more into my spiritual journey, I realized my body can't take that. Especially if I'm going to deal with other people and their energies, I'm not going to be as connected. So had to do a bit of a shift and a bit of a lifestyle change. And I realized I like my space more. Like I like being to myself. And then when you work with other energies, you can be easily impacted by other energies too. So sometimes I have to really be conscious and aware. Do I really want to engage with this and all this stuff? Sometimes I might come off as antisocial, but it's like, no, sometimes I don't feel like dealing with it, or I need to be around people that understand. So I had to be open to new friends, and that wasn't the hard part. That's a blessing. But it really it had me crestfallen from time to time. It's like, dang, I can't always hang with you like how we used to hang because you're still here and I have to go this way. Not that they're not doing anything great with their lives. They're doing wonderful and discovering themselves, but it's like I can't do certain things. So it's like it was a change. So yeah, that might be the biggest hard ones, or realizing how can I word this? Sometimes I have an egotistical mind. Like I feel like I know what I'm doing, and then when I realize I don't know what I'm doing because I'm still learning. Because I mean, we're all here on this earth school to learn.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm like, damn, I thought I had it all figured out, and it's like, no. It's like the Oxy guy from the Oxy Clean commercial. Like, wait, there's more, and I'm like,
right.
And I'm like, okay. But those sometimes it really is humbling at the same time. But it also shows I'm also onto somewhere else. So I don't want to look at those hardships as really hardships, but it's like, okay, I'm aware, I'm realizing things need to change. I need to change, or something in my life needs to change, and I have to be okay with the change. That's why you can't be too attached to one thing or stay in your comfort zone forever. Like sometimes it's time to transition to something else. It's time to level up. And
staying comfortable in the uncomfortable.
Yeah. I mean, there are times where I'm used to it. I'm like, oh, this is happening. Like, even with Mercury Retrograde, and when I couldn't make it a while back.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so I'm glad you mentioned that. As a typical Negro male who knows nothing of whatever Mercury Retrograde even means. Okay. What does that really mean?
So Mercury, the planet, right? It deals with communication, how people communicate, technology. And sometimes your car can fuck up, or
for sure.
That's basically what happened to me. And things can get misconstrued through text or through communication. Sometimes you might have to say things to people multiple times. With retrogrades in general, people from your past always come back, whether it's exes, friends, coworker, just people from your past, just to reflect on. But especially with the car situation, it was a frustrating situation, but I wasn't frustrated, if that makes sense. And I'm like, is this what peace feels like? Because, like, when I was stuck in Midtown or whatever trying to deliver groceries to my friend, I'm like, cops weren't much of help. I'm just chilling, reading a book. Some people ask me if I'm okay. I'm fine. Then I'm about to take a nap. I'm like, you know what? I might as well take a nap. I'm tired.
Sometimes you need that nap, man. Look,
but I couldn't. 2 women came out of nowhere helping me. It's like, oh, we found somebody that had jumper cables. We knew these cops were going to come back and help you and all that stuff. So we found jumping cables, and we're finna jump your car, and you got to go to where you need to go. So I'm like, this is a blessing. I feel like I'm learning here. Because remember when we used to work at the World of Coke together? I would just be trippy over everything.
Man,
I was
the
so
Coca-Cola days, them Coca-Cola days.
I was so sensitive.
Don't get me started.
I was so sensitive, and you'd be like, "Just chill. It's not that deep." And I'm like, "What are you?"
I said that.
I mean, you.
That sound like me.
You and Tyler. Like me. You and Tyler.
Nah, for real. Shout out my boy Tyler, man. T-Box, man, for sure. Man, those was crazy times. Just it's crazy because I would tell you that, but I had shit in my life at that time that I was tripping on. You feel me? So it was just like it was all about perspective. You feel what I mean? Like some things are bigger. Some things that may be big to you is because you just standing too close to the mirror. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's something that I learned in high school, man. I wish I knew Buddy's name, but we was in like a community service group like my senior year. And this one dude who had graduated, he came and spoke to us. And this one thing that he said that always stuck with me was that sometimes like you just standing so close to the mirror and just literal, physical, like metaphorically, like just standing so close to the mirror is you don't see the bigger picture. Right. You feel
the same thing with art. You might think like, oh, this is a mess and everything, when really when you step back, this is a masterpiece. This is actually,
you feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's just always crazy. Like one man's problems is another man's blessing. Yeah. So it's just like, you always got to take everything in stride.
And that's what I had to realize too. Cause it's like, also when I realized when I was complaining, like complaining is like the affirmations to victimhood. So
that was a whole bar. That was a bar. That was a bar.
So, because I'm like, why am I complaining? It's like that's what I also start other habits stuff too. Like I create boxes. I have a gratitude box, so I write a few things each day or multiple things of what I'm grateful for, no matter how big, small, cheesy, whatever. Hey, I was able to afford this. Hey, somebody recognized me for this, or I got this opportunity, or hey, I was able to pay a bill. So just those little things, and you actually get more bigger blessings because like the universe is like a sweet mom and a sugar daddy if you just open up and ask. But
Hey,
like when say I do something for you and you actually genuinely appreciate it, so I really don't mind doing it for you. It doesn't feel like work. It doesn't feel like a hassle when you actually have appreciation.
Like being on this show, Chop Logic, you know what I'm saying? Recording live.
Right. This is in my gratitudes too, because I didn't expect this. I'm like, okay, I'll give it a try.
Nah, I ain't gonna cap. So I used to actually have like a gratitude journal, but you know what I'm saying, as a typical Negro, I stopped writing after a point. It's just reading and writing, you know. After a point,
I love reading.
I do too, but as a typical Negro.
Why be typical?
Why be typical? I'm not that. I'm usually not that like 90% of the time. But you give me a thick ass book, I might turn into that. You give me some busting ass chicken. Hey, with some Louisiana hot sauce, a little cornbread on the side, some collard greens.
Oh my god!
I'm just saying, man. But look, yeah. So we talked about just devices and things like, you know, like smoking and drinking that you had to cut out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, was that a difficult process? Did you have to substitute those vices for other things? Like,
no.
I know you had so many different things that you're doing, like, where they just started off as hobbies and kind of just to get you out of those things, or it was just like, oh, cold turkey, I'm off the weed, I'm off the alcohol, I'm off the.
I mean, it's like I'm not off life for good. If it was like a rare moment, yeah, I'll take like a puff or two, but that's it. Or if I do a drink, one drink. Depends on the occasion though, but it's not like it was hard. It's just a mindset. Cause I'm okay with it. Like same thing. Like I could go vegan if I know how to cook more vegan foods and all that stuff in the recipe and all have it in my face. I wouldn't mind eating it. If anything, the most I would do is also a pescatarian. Cause I don't know. I just really adapt. I'm just okay with it. And then me, I like food. So if it tastes good, I'm just eat it.
Nah, I'm the same way. You know what I'm saying? I kind of gotta. I mean, the way my health situation is set up, I kind of just eat whatever I can. So
whatever you can.
Whatever I can.
You do it based on your blood type?
Nah, it's a whole thing. All right, we're not going to. All right, so Chop Logic is sponsored by ulcerative colitis. It is a rare colon condition that your boy, Tevino Chapo, friends call me Chop, suffers from. You know what I'm saying? It is very incurable and it is very annoying as hell. So basically, it's just certain things. It's an autoimmune disease, so it's just certain things that like you can eat or other people can eat that I just can't digest. I can't digest wheat like I used to. You know what I'm saying? And you know, people say like, you know, you can't eat white bread, but I can't. That's all I can digest.
I have a friend, of course. She's of course really deep into the holistics and everything, and she doesn't believe in diseases. It's just really your body.
Don't believe in diseases.
Yeah, it's just really your body not at ease. And there's a cure for everything.
All right,
but that's a different story for another time. But that's also
I rock with that until you know the zombies come. You feel me? When The Walking Dead started popping off, I want to hear this whole I don't believe in disease thing again because I'm like that was a new thing in my spirit. But yeah, like you know, it's definitely like for me just having that condition definitely one of my like just holisticness is just stepping in just like with more supplements. You know what I'm saying? And just more of like. Because the thing about it, too, is that it affects, like, it's affected by what I eat, for one, but it's also affected by my mindset, too. So it's just like, if I'm having a bad day, if I'm feeling stressed, I'm feeling mad, I'm feeling negative, anything like that for too long, if I start yelling loud enough, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to feel it here first before I feel it anywhere else. So it's just, those are the types of things that make me be like.
Because emotions disrupt the organs and the body. That's why you got to keep it.
Yeah, you got to keep it just super, just, like I said, I burn my Palo Santo every week. You know what I'm saying? I do yoga every morning. You know, I started teaching like my family yoga. I'm not a yoga instructor, but just doing amateur instructions for them.
But yeah, just eating right and eating properly can really just help that and turn it around.
You know what I mean? And it's just like, it's gotten better for me in that regard. But it's just, I'm sorry, Frankie is eating your shoe right now. I just want to. Shout out to Frankie. You know what I'm saying? Frankie the cat making a special appearance. But yeah, so just things like that definitely had to I had to change within myself.
And try some alkaline foods then too.
Yeah, I've been doing alkaline water. You know what I'm saying?
And food, this place called Tassili's. It's bust. Oh, see, take him, and they feed you good.
Okay, Javane. Shout out to Javane, whose tripod is also getting chewed on by Frankie right now. He's vegan, so he knows a lot of these holistic things more than I do.
Yeah, and they had an extravaganza last weekend too.
I didn't know anything about that, so you know what I'm saying.
No, not in the fight. It was in their backyard.
Alrighty, so yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Let's see. I'm sorry.
Give that a try.
So just in terms of just your future of what you do, how do you envision your future? Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Well, with my own place or in Costa Rica on a mountain, eating fruit, titties hanging out, and just living my best life. Really? And just being away from people or a person, or maybe being a mountain lady.
Okay, seclusion. I don't mind that. I'm probably gonna
of course, I'm gonna have the selective people that are worthy of coming into my space, but that's really how I see my life. Just really traveling, eating healthier things, more cuisines, more in touch with my stuff. I feel myself eventually, I had a little thought in my head about who I will mentor in the future, because I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna have to mentor people. I've mentored people before, but I feel like I'm gonna be mentoring more people, and I do see myself more as a spiritual teacher sometimes, but still going through growth. Teachers aren't always perfect. Sometimes teachers will also be students.
Oh, same.
So
that's even what I was saying. Just trying to teach my family yoga. I'm not a fucking instructor at all. But it's just
maybe you should try.
This is me trying right here. You know what I'm saying? My whole thing too is just with the whole situation with my colon was that it put a lot of things in perspective about just what mattered to me. And one of the biggest things that always mattered to me was my family. The people that are closest to me, my loved ones. And I always felt I kind of just felt after a point I was just damn, I don't give enough attention into these people. I don't give enough attention into making them better, or at least trying to help them in whatever ways that I can. You know what I'm saying? I can't force anything on anybody or force anybody to grow in the same directions that I do. But that doesn't necessarily mean that, I had to be selfish, or that I had to necessarily just not even try to, do anything for anybody. You know what I mean? So that's just kind of the steps that I take, trying to get, my people into holistics, my people into supplements, and, you know what I'm saying, just, teaching them the little yoga that I do know, and then even me trying to get better in yoga so I can teach them more things. You know what I mean? So it's just, stuff like that. And, like you just said, teachers ain't perfect. You feel me? No. Oh, and have you ever thought about seeing a naturopathic doctor? Perhaps I have not, no.
Might be something to consider. You never know what you might find out.
Hey, you never know. I might have to take you up on that for real.
Yeah. And then just be always open with a curious mind, because our body, we really do radiate and gravitate what we want. Because I had a day where I was spending time with one of my friends. She teaches yoga for free on Wednesdays. So if you ever want to get into that, I'll slide you info for that.
For sure. Tap me in.
Yeah. So I was thinking to myself, I really need to get outside. I need to be near water or whatever. I want to eat better foods and stuff right now. And the next day, my friend Janelle, she was like, hey, you want to do go get something to eat and then go on a hike and get, really, she was also foraging for shrooms, because she also uses to cook and to put in her teas. So we had a Discovery Channel moment up in there. And so we did that. I found out there was a healthy food spot, Black owned, with some alkalized foods and Ayurvedic diet right around the corner from my house. And I'm like, I never knew this. I never seen this. I'm like, this was here this whole time. And then she took me to a dope trail spot. So
okay,
and nice. It had a nice lake and everything. And we had a picnic and ate our food, and we just vibed. We journaled, burned our sage, Palo Santo, and burned bay leaves.
Okay.
So yeah, and just write whatever we wanted on the bay leaves, what we wanted to bring in, and then we just chilled. And then that was for 6.5 hours, but we didn't know time went by that fast.
Sheesh, yeah.
So
yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, so it's like your body really does call into things. Like the universe does listen, and you really have to really be in that vibration too. Because whenever you ask a question, the answer's right there, but you have to make yourself also open to be willing to receive as well. That's also what Access Bars does too. It puts you in a position to receive. Like, this is the time for you to be comfortable. This is the time for you to be vulnerable. This is the time for you to be still and see where your mind goes, and just be open to receiving the service, the love, whatever you're trying to call in and manifest. Because towards the very end of the Access Bars process, we do the circle of manifestation. What is it that you want to bring in? You want to co-create, and this is where you could be your honest and truest self. Because with the universe doesn't listen to the ego, the front, who you put onto everybody. It listens to you within here, because the universe within as without.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's one of the laws of manifestation correlation, the 12.
The show must go on.
All right.
All right. You know what I'm saying? Technical difficulties here on the Chop Logic. You know what I'm saying? We keep it rocking no matter what. Frankie has been going crazy in the background this whole time as well. You know what I'm saying? So
messing with them Uno cards.
The Uno cards, Javan's stuff, whatever's going on around that whole little section of the spot. But
he just want to play.
Yeah, he just want to play. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Frankie. Big shout out to,
for being you.
Yeah, just for being. Thank you for being a friend. All right, I guess my last question before we get into the trivia part, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What does success mean for you exactly? Just in the grand scheme of everything that you got going on, everything that you want for yourself in the future, like what would be like the pinnacle of like what it means to be successful?
Being happy and being my truest authentic self as much as possible. That's really it. As long as I'm doing what I'm aligned to do, what I'm called to do. That cat is going
Frankie is going crazy. You can't see it on camera. But Frankie is behind us going 3 crazy right now. Shout out to him.
But yeah, just being my truest and authentic self and staying within my path. As long as I'm true to myself, I can be true to others.
No doubt.
So
I respect that for sure. All right. Birdman hand rub. Believe that. All right. Here we go. We are at the trivia. You know what I'm saying? It's funny, I started it 3333. I don't know if you're in the angel numbers.
Hey, it is alignment.
Hey, I hope that's alignment for me to keep my money. So this is how this is gonna go. Got 5 questions. Each question is worth $5.
All right.
If you get it right. If you get it wrong, you don't get a damn thing. You dig what I'm saying? Not nothing, you know what I'm saying? Nothing but a one-way trip out my house. You know what I mean?
Even though that's happening anyway.
Even though you don't get that either way. You get that either way it go, but still. You know what I'm saying? So you can either walk away with something, you can walk away with nothing, but you'll walk away either way.
I'm glad for the experience though.
Hey, and I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate the experience as well, because I would love to see if you know these. I feel like now that we've had this conversation, I'm kind of worried looking at these questions.
You're worried?
I'm a lot more worried than I was the last episode.
Oh my. You was just a little trifling.
El Chapo. All right, so question 1, man. Damn, this question look easy now that we had that combo. This shit look easy as hell. Damn, this look easy. All right, question 1. Reiki is the healing of what? Is it A, energy, B, mind, C, awareness, or D, emotion?
Energy.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
God damn it.
It aligns your chakras, and your chakras align with your energetic field, especially it goes up your spinal cord. Yeah, but go.
So, all right, question 2. Yeah, y'all go ahead, man. We got audience.
Lessons manifesting, yes.
That nigga about to lose some money today. Pockets about to be light.
Them pockets already light, bro. I don't have money. I keep trying to say on this show, I'm already broke.
See, watch your words.
You are taking money from a poor man.
No, see, watch your words. You say that you are going to be poor, so be quiet.
Hey, I'm rich in spirit.
Rich, abundant.
I'm rich as hell. You know what I'm saying? I am rich, but not monetarily currently as of this moment, second, 8:27 p.m.
No, you are abundant in what you are.
Question 2.
See, you be casting spells on yourself, but all right.
I'm trying to cast a spell to get you these questions wrong. So whatever spell I need to conjure up on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Whatever hocus pocus I gotta put together for that. So question 2. So look, this is the thing too. I did these questions a while ago. And again, it's not like I could have had these questions. It's not like I could have had these questions, you know what I'm saying, after we had this conversation. So, question 2, man. Burning sage is also known as what? Again, burning sage is also known as what? Is it A, smearing, B, smoking, C, smudging, D, cleansing?
I mean, cleansing goes with it too, but yeah, smudging.
So that's your final answer?
Yeah. I mean, it is cleansing too. So if it was cleansing, it would have been both.
Make his pockets hurt.
Oh, yes. And my divine feminine energy, that needs me a divine masculine who wants to spend on me.
Damn, so you should have took some better notes.
Better now.
All right, see, I was for the audience participation, but now I don't think so. Now not so much. All right, question 3, man. Another symbol. Question number 3. Another symbol for awakening the chakras is. Another symbol for awakening the chakras is. Is it A, shining rays of sunlight, B, a rainbow, C, the symbol for modern medicine, D, a heart?
What? Are these answers?
Another symbol for awakening chakras is A, shining rays of sunlight, B, a rainbow, C, the symbol of modern medicine, D, a heart.
Part of me wants to say rainbow because the colors are just Roy G. Biv all the way up. But jeez, I just know towards enlightenment and awareness. But
Is that your final answer?
sure. I don't know, sure. It just seems weird.
Yes, sir. The answer is C, the symbol for modern medicine. So, the ancient Greek symbol for medical professionals, the Kadakis?
You want me to read it for you?
Nah, because the other answers is here. That's
Oh, you could have covered it up, or you
trying
can
to
just
say
spell it.
Caduceus.
Caduceus?
Kadak. Either way, it's also known as a symbol for awakening of the chakras.
Okay. That's new.
I didn't know that. So when you see like the, snake around the joint, yeah, that's what that is.
Oh, yeah, because snake is also meant for higher knowledge, and then you know how they trying to say like the snake is evil in the Bible, but no, it granted you higher knowledge because it told Eve. That's another thing for another day. Show must go on, trivia.
For sure. So yeah, that, hey, you know what I'm saying? I know some of these words. Question number 4. We already here. Wow.
Yeah.
You ran through them first 2 a little too fast. In addition to associated colors, what are chakras most commonly depicted as? So what are chakras usually depicted as aside from colors? Is it A, gods and goddesses, B, lotus blossoms, C, elements, D, yoga postures?
Yoga postures, I want to say.
So in addition to their associated colors, what are chakras most commonly depicted as? And your answer is D, yoga postures.
I'm just guessing at this point because I'm like, I don't know.
You don't know, I don't know.
You got the answers right there. How you not
I do know the answer. So that's your final answer?
Yeah. I know it.
Correct. It's a lotus blossoms. Lotus blossoms.
Oh, wait. That is, I remember, and that's
Too
on my
late.
back too. I know.
Too late.
Whatever, Tevin.
That's why I said, is this your final answer?
No, you be saying that even if I am right.
Exactly. That's the point. It's your final answer.
Anyway, okay, because that's also up my back too, and it's like, oh yeah, it is different flowers and the symbols within them, but it's just the question was weird.
Hey, we making it. You know what I'm saying? So that's 2 and 2. Hey, that's not too bad.
It's
I can live with that. I can live with that.
Can you? Really?
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have choices now. It's kind of up now. So last question. So clairsentience is the ability to do what?
Oh, duh. But go ahead.
Duh. What the fuck?
Because I'm clairsentient, clairaudience, and claircognizant. But go on.
Make his pockets hurt.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
All right, thank you, audience. Thank you, audience. This is why we don't do this with audience. Because this right here.
I mean, my cheerleaders, my fans.
Nah, ain't no fans, dude.
All right, give me the multiple choice. The show must go on.
What you need to do is take the right answer out of the multiple choice.
I feel like, unfortunately, as much as I love that rigged ass solution to my problems, you didn't even hear the answer choices. Nah, B. You gotta run through them before I even do all that. Clairsentience is the ability to do what? Is it A, have a clear insight on the future? B, be mindful of others' emotions? C, be aware of change? Or D, be emotionally aware of spirits? You said what? A? So A, have a clear insight on the future. That's your final answer. That's incorrect. Incorrect. Be emotionally aware of spirits. Clairsentience.
Oh, not clairvoyant.
Come on now.
No clairvoyant. Oh.
Yeah, you didn't know what we was talking about.
No.
You didn't know what we was saying. Nah, B. Nah. You confuse yourself. Hold on now. Hold on. I'm the ringmaster around this circus, all right?
The ringmaster.
You thought? Hey. I feel a lot better. Not a lot better, but it could have been worse.
It could have.
You know what I'm saying? Glass half
Well, why
full.
gotta be worse? Where is this perspective coming from? Do you want to unpack that?
Well, realistically, again, as much as I respect you for your knowledge and I commend you for, you know what I'm saying, just being knowledgeable, I still want to keep my money. You feel what I'm saying? So it could have been worse in the sense that you could have got them all right because you was right there. You were almost there.
So that's all you had? $25?
I mean, it's like all the money I'm willing to spend on this. Yeah. I mean, what you doing? You know, like, you know what I'm saying? We get some more sponsors for the show. Maybe we'll have some more money for the prizes. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we'll have different prizes. Maybe we'll switch it up. You know what I'm saying? But
have fun with it.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, and it was fun.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Every time you got it wrong, you know what I'm saying? But hey, you thought you knew? See, you don't even work. You don't even know the. See, you don't even know the. You don't even know it. See, you don't even know. You don't even know how the switchboard work, bro. See, we just turn it down. See, you don't even know how the switchboard work. See what I'm saying? You trying to take?
I don't.
You trying to take the show over? You feel me? Like,
that's not my specialty.
You know what I'm saying? You keep bringing that person again. You feel me? So.
I miss clowning with you, Tevin. It's been how long since I've seen
Man,
you?
look, how long has it been for real though? It's been like,
bro.
Cause I've been out of Coke at least about like since 19. And first of all, shout out to the World Coca-Cola, man. A lot of real players. You know what I'm saying? A lot of real folks came out of that. You know what I'm saying? Working at that building. Some still do, like a couple still do. I don't know everybody who worked there now. But you know what I'm saying, just a lot of dope people, a lot of dope spirits came through that building for sure, man. Shout out to Miss Jean first and foremost. She still got love for me. I pulled up on
you were her favorite.
Nah, I know because I pulled up. Look, I pulled up.
She would be like my hero, Tevin.
I pulled up. What was this? This had to be like early. What's this? Early 2021 or was this late 2020? But I pulled up over there. I'm telling you, my face card is beautiful around them streets, boy. There was Miss Jean was walking me all through the building. She was just opening the desk full of. I don't even know if I should be telling this, but she was just like, "What you want?" You know what I'm saying? She was giving me. I was with my little cousin. She was like giving him all types of freebies. You know what I'm saying? We was just rocking out, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all love over there. You know what I'm saying? I love Miss Jean to death, man. Like whatever she want out of me, she can have it, bro. I promise you. But yeah, man, it's been a long time.
It was, and we did have our fun, like just clowning. You'd always be looking at me like I'm crazy, though, but it was funny.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm just a, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to say a jokester, but you know, just a casual. I enjoy a good laugh, and I laugh at all my jokes.
You have a unique sense of humor. It's like you just be sliding stuff in there, and then we catch on.
Hey man, sometimes you know what I'm saying, you gotta have
smooth operator with the jokes.
Sometimes you gotta have clairsentience into.
Oh wow!
You feel what I'm saying?
It
just be like that sometimes. So you know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you doing really good for yourself. You know what I'm saying? We both came a long way from that journey. You know what I'm saying? That we learned a lot from it. We grew from it, and here we are. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Much shout out to the world of Coca-Cola. Much shout out to the Coca-Cola company. I will probably never work for y'all ever again in my life. But I appreciate everything that y'all did for me because no cap, I don't say this enough. Coca-Cola changed my life.
How so?
I was down bad like a bitch before I got that job. I promise you. I didn't even have a job. I was working, the last job I had, I worked at the Georgia Dome.
Oh.
The Georgia Dome. That don't exist no more, bro. They tore that down years ago. It don't exist. So the job I had did not exist. So this is before they tore it down. And you know what I'm saying? I got that job off of whim. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get into a long tangent. We get into the end of the episode.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I got that job off of whim. And just like I said, just the people that I met through that job and just the time that I spent, I may not have enjoyed every minute of it, but I just appreciate the experience so much because it took me to the next level of everything that I did in my life. You know what I'm saying? I started doing photography while I was working there. I was never doing photography before that. You feel me? So it's just like the money that I got to buy my first camera came from Coca-Cola.
Mm-hmm. And I remember you did talk about when I first started working too, you was like, you paid your rent for the next 6 months.
Yeah, I was clearing, bro. I'm telling you. And I'm just like, it ain't even shit. The job wasn't shit for real. Like, please believe me. I don't care to say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I don't work there no more. It wasn't shit for real. But like I said, just off the strength of just like the times that we had together, just the times that I had with everybody.
Throughout college.
Just throughout college.
Bro.
Like, most of my college experiences came from working that job. You feel me? It didn't come from going to Georgia State. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to Georgia State, another place I'll never go back to. Guys. But you know what I'm saying?
But you still see a hell of a lot of people are from there. It's like, yeah, Atlanta is small, but it's like, it feels like Georgia State is smaller and somebody knows somebody.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's just a big shout out, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I definitely say like Coca-Cola changed my life more than Georgia State did. So like, it wasn't always great, like I said, but you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be here without that. I wouldn't have made it as nearly as far in a variety of places in my life if it wasn't for my time there. So, you know what I mean? It's just
You just enjoy the experience and take it for what it is. Take it for the lessons and then move forward.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was talking to Courtney about, you know what I'm saying? Just like, I wouldn't necessarily go back to that because it's like the times that I had back then, like, I would rather enjoy them as memories than trying to recreate them.
Sounds like an ex. But yeah.
Essentially, yeah. You know what I'm saying? With an ex too, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Not every moment with an ex is great.
Yeah, no.
But you know what I'm saying?
Perfect.
But that took you to your next situation, whatever that been, whether it been you figuring things out on your own, or you figuring it out with somebody else, or you know, however it see fit. You know what I'm saying? Everything is a part of the journey, no matter good, bad, in between.
Yeah, that's why it's like sometimes I don't believe in good and bad because that's also just points of view. It's just the energy. It's like at the end of the day, it was all an experience.
Exactly.
It was all an experience.
You know what I'm saying? It was definitely, it was an era. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you learn more about yourself no matter what you go through because random things can happen. You don't know how you're going to react, or you might go through the same thing again and your reactions might change. Really just to see how much you've grown. Yeah, just to see how much you've grown. Like, have you really grown through this? Like, you might get triggered off something that happened in the past and then happens again, and it's like, are you going to be that same?
Yeah, Frankie is going 3 crazy right now. I told you, see, again, this is more...
Why are you looking like this? I'm like... Did I scare you, Frankie?
All right, look, I'm gonna go ahead and have to end the episode here, man. So, thank you so much, Ronnie, for coming through, man. Please be sure to plug your social medias. How can we get at you? We want to schedule, book you for anything that you do, man. You know, how do we get at you?
Ooh, okay. Where do I start? So with my YouTube, I shortened it OMAHLLC Tarot on my YouTube. On my Instagram, Oracle Mystique, QUE, not IC. _HP, and then link in bios. You can just find everything else. TikTok, my Etsy, all of that stuff, all that jazz. And then also how to book me through my Calendly, and also in Calendly, you can book not only my tarot but my access bars as well. It's only for ATL residents only. Until one day, I might get paid to be ventured out or do retreats.
I dig that. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, thank you again for coming through.
Appreciate it.
I really appreciate you coming through. You know what I'm saying? We came through, chopped it up real nice. Again, my name is Tevin El Chapo. Friends call me Chop. This is Chop Logic, and we going to catch y'all next time, man. Peace out. We out this thing. It's still off, bro. You keep trying me. We'll catch y'all next time, man.
Bye.
We out. We out again.